Hey Guitar 10, hope you guys are doing all okay. So I'm going to create a series of warm-up videos for what would normally be your first test piece of the third term. This piece has a lot of really cool fundamental things that you need to know that are going to advance your playing. And this is going to be a series of videos of exercises that you can do to prepare for that piece. Okay, here we go. So this is the first thing that we need to do is work on the picking pattern for the song. And the picking pattern goes through a lot of the different measures of the piece, and there are some variations, which I'll show you in a different video. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to grip, put our hands on the neck, and we're going to play a C add 9, which is from Time of Your Life or Good Riddance. Okay, remember a C add 9 is just a 4-finger G with fingers 1 and 2 moved down one string. Okay, so here's what we're going to do is we're going to take off our first finger because we don't need it for this, and we're going to take off our pinky. So the only fingers that you should have on are finger 2 on the 3rd fret of your A string and finger 3 on the 3rd fret of your 2nd string. Okay, so I'm going to move over so you can see my right hand a little bit. So the picking pattern for this starts with the 5th string, then the 3rd, then the 2nd, then back to the 3rd, then to the 1st, and I'm using my 3rd finger for this, back to the 3rd, 2nd, and 3rd. So here's what it looks like. It's very slowly. A little faster. And even faster still. What I'd like you to do, and you can do this with me right now if you'd like, is as you work on this and develop the speed, just keep your fingers here and repeat the pattern over and over again. And that way your right hand will memorize that. Okay, and now step 2, what we're going to do is we're going to take that low note on the bottom, which is a C, and we're going to drop it down 1 fret at a time, or 1 semitone, okay? And we're going to repeat the pattern in our right hand, and here's what this looks like. And then to the 1st fret. And we can go back up. And up to speed. Okay, so there's step 1 for learning first snow. Okay, step 2 for first snow is we have to learn a chord that we haven't really worked on all of that much because we haven't had a piece that really requires us to do that. And so I'm going to show you quickly what D minor looks like, and then we'll get to the exercise. So, as you all know, D major, it was one of the, maybe the 5th or 6th chord you learned this year, looks like this. Okay, and the note that makes it sound major or happy is this F sharp on the bottom, okay? That's your happy note. Now what we're going to do to make this into a minor chord is we're going to shift the note that's on the 2nd fret, the F sharp, and we're going to put it down to 1st fret. All right, but we're going to keep the same notes that were in it on the other strings. So you've got 2nd fret on the 3rd string, 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and now 1st fret on the 1st string. And it sounds like this. Try to start from your 4th string. Very different. Happy, sad. Okay, so what this song can teach us is the idea that we can stay on one chord and play different melody notes that work with that chord. Okay, so Watch very carefully. Here's the picking pattern. I'll move over so you can see just my right hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start on my 4th string, 3rd, 2nd, back to my 3rd. Okay, once again. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to my open E string. Okay, back to my 3rd string. Then I'm going to put my finger down on the 1st string, on the 1st fret of the 1st string. I'm going to play that note. Then back to my 3rd. Then I'm going to put my pinky down, go back to the 3rd string, and then take my pinky off and have my note still on the 1st, and then open. So you keep going back and forth between the 1st string and the 3rd string in your right hand. Okay, so here's what that looks like, nice and slow. Open, 1st, 3rd, 1st, and open again. Okay, a little faster. Then we're going to finish that off, and we're going to end up going down to the 2nd string and then back to the 3rd. Okay, a little faster. Okay, even faster. And even faster. Oops, my mistake. Sorry, I'll try that one more time. Okay, so we'll move on to the next technique. Okay, and for the last part for warm-ups for first note, I'm going to teach you about a very important musical concept, and this is the idea of what they call slash chords. Okay, and slash chords are when you have a chord that has a different bass note before it. So this is a regular A minor, starting on the note A, and sometimes we'll see when we're learning songs, we'll see chord symbols that have the chord written, and then a slash, and then a bass note. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this A minor, okay, and we're going to hook our pinky around, like so, to the 3rd fret, and this is going to be called A minor slash G, or A minor with a G in the bass, like so, okay? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep going down the string like this and doing a different bass note on my A minor chord. Now I'm going to have to re-finger, I'm going to have to change my fingers to do this. So my next move is going to be to take my 2nd finger from the A minor, and I'm going to put it here on the 2nd fret. Then my 3rd finger will be 2nd fret 4th string. Then my 4th finger will be on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And finally, I'm going to put my 1st down here, and that we can see we've got our A minor here, but an F sharp in the bass. This is what it sounds like. Okay, last one we're going to do is we're going to keep these fingers where they are, and I'm going to switch fingers 1 and 2. So finger 1 is going to go to my 1st fret of the low E string, and then I'm going to sneak my sneaky little 2nd finger, and I'm going to put it here on the 1st fret. And so there's, once again, there's your A minor shape with an F in the bass. Sounds like this. Okay, so if you were to just do very simple strums like this, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, switch fingers, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now this is, you may recognize this. This is a Beatles song, essentially, called While My Guitar Gently Weeps. I look at you all and see the love that is All right, so that's what a slash chord is, and we're going to be using them, although in the piece we're actually going to be fingering them a little bit differently, and I'll do a separate video for that. But please try A minor over G, A minor over F sharp, A minor over F.